It's my belief and experience that giving really deepens your relationship with God. And I've felt like the times when I've been most generous and when we've been most generous, we've also seen God more and had a more rich experience with God.
Years ago, when we were going through infertility, we realized that the only way we were going to have a chance at a biological child was to have IVF. When we were talking about in what ways would we cut back on our household expenses, one of the areas that we did not eliminate was our contribution to the church. And during that time, it was amazing to see how God showed up in our lives. I remember at work, all of a sudden, they realized that they had miscalculated my salary, and they had to readjust it. And so I had a paycheck that was larger than we were expecting. And not only did he show up in financial ways, but we all of a sudden we had a community of people that we met that we didn't know prior to infertility that were going through similar struggles. And it was really empowering to have people put in our lives that were going through the same thing. So just within that time period of saying, okay, we're going to put our faith in God, we are going to continue giving to the church, we received so much in return while we were going through that infertility journey. And in the end of all of it, we had our son Asher, which was pretty amazing as well. So God really showed up for our lives during that very difficult time.
In my life and in our life together, in times of need, God has always been there and always provided.
I feel it's important to give financially, not only because the Bible says that we should, but I really do appreciate the pastors that we have here and the staff that we have here, and this facility is amazing.
We have a beautiful church, a beautiful facility for learning about Christ, for deepening our faith, enriching our faith, and doing it in so many ways.
I was fortunate to have a church in my high school youth that had a lot of adults that were active in that church, and a lot of those adults had a positive influence in my faith upbringing. So when we had children, it was important to me to be involved in their faith lives and to make sure that those programs could continue by volunteering and being a part of that.
So the generosity of faith and its members can be seen in so many areas. Not only financial giving, but people volunteering time there to help with the food shelf, through families moving forward, really taking care of people's basic needs. And we expand beyond that. Cristo Obrero and with Common Hope.
I do value even giving financially, not only to support our resources here within the church, but within our community, within our country, and even within the world. And I also am amazed that not only do we have international missions that we contribute to, but we actually see what we're contributing towards. We have people that can actually go to the countries that we contribute towards and be as involved as they want to be.
When we give as one, we can see a lot of really great things happen in our community.
I feel honored to be part of a church that believes in that.
All of these things are not possible without the generosity of Faith's members. And it's not just financial generosity, but also generosity of time, generosity of talent. Really, you can't have all of these things happen to the degree they do without generosity in each of those areas.
All right.
Okay.
I think we're done, yeah.
I think we're good.